Let's go to Mogale City on the West Rand, and this is where residents say service delivery has simply broken down. Last week, the mayor was meant to engage with residents there on an integrated development project, but that was cancelled. Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala joins us now from Kagiso. Nqobile, good morning. Tell us what you're hearing from the community there.
Good morning, Iman. Well, the community at this point is really just concerned by service delivery issues that they're faced with. Where I'm standing, Iman, mostly the block where I'm standing at has an issue of sewer. And I'm going to stand out of the side so that you can see just how bad the situation is. But essentially what you find is that some of the pipes in this area block up and then they blow up in people's yards. And so people have to live in an area where it really just smells very badly, where you could see quite a lot on the ground there, Iman, and this family is saying that even when you're in the kitchen in the morning where you're supposed to be cooking or making anything, they still have to be greeted by this kind of smell. They're saying that they've been asking for quite some time to get this fixed, but it's not fixed. And this is basically the entire block that has a similar issue. And of course, I am going to bring the family to speak to us because this is affecting them. And that's my guest right now who's going to speak to us about the issue. But I
was complaining, since it's been 2 to 3 weeks to complain. We always get ufonela ikansela nababa aswirich. Then mawufuna fonela uthatha isikhathi ukubathola, but mawubathola still they're not showing up. It's been 2 weeks. Sicasha abantu bala elokishini ukuthi bazama ukunblockela ama drain, but bayahluleka because this drain it's iblocked kakhulu. So it's 2 weeks la siyapheka, masipheka abantwana umele sivale iminyango asakhona siphila ngama mask la. Namanje abantwana basemabaya esikolweni insokolo nje siyahlupheka nje ukuthi but ikhansela noma ithiyazama sithi sikhuluma naye akunanix echamukayo. So namanje sibone ukuthi sithatha initiative ukuthi at least mhlambe naba bemsakazo bangasinceda ukuthi kwenzakale mhlambe sizwakale imizwe yethu izwakale la.
Izona kuphela inkinga enibhekene nazo kule ndawo?
Ayo to be honest, singasho ukuthi yona i-drainage system yakhona nokuthi clean iganga zakhona lezi. There's not much service delivery. Noma ungaphumela ngaphandle in front of the yard la uzobona ukuthi indawo yakhona kulahlelwa phela. Municipality doesn't do anything because mawuthi uyenza ne business khona bayakustopa bakutshela ukuthi indawo municipality but abayinakekeli balahlela wonke udoti lapha sithola ukuthi namagundwane sihlushwa igundwane kakhulu la Jardin. The neighborhood nje lesikuyo because of is centered kulesiganga lesi silahlelwa kuyo service delivery rate ayikho satisfying.
And when kuluma municipality thina
you'll never get anything from municipality. Municipality, they just keep in numb, they won't respond. The only people also rasela sizwa ku cancela simtshela ukuthi cancela 1 2 3 even naye uzoreach lapha athuphelela khona, but if municipality doesn't do anything or says us anything ngeke siblame bona aba councillor because siyabona ukuthi bayazama sihlala nabo la elokishini. I don't think ukuthi ucouncillor ngahlala naye endaweni nama emosheke kanje enamakaka nani ukuthi na ngahlala njengomuntu because naye iyamhlupha lento le. The problem ngeke sithi councillor or anything i-service delivery like 12 as a Kagiso is not very, and it's not 100%. Ayikho right.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. Of course, just briefly, Iman, he's explaining to us that the service delivery is really not satisfying. They've been communicating with councillors and councillors do try to assist them, but they feel that the overall municipality is really not stepping up and not attending to the issue. And I want to bring in a community leader also who's part, of course, of those people that have been assisting. And I want to know from you, I mean, the gentleman is just explaining that there's an issue of sewer, but what else is the problem in this area?
I can say there's a collapse of service delivery around here. If you move around the township, we can talk about the issue of graveside that is not being cleaned for the longest time ever. You'll see pictures of even people trying to burn the grass so that they can find their loved ones. The issue of sewer, I can tell you for the past, I think a month ago, the sewer plant was not working. The reactors were not functioning. The result of that you see here is the result of the sewer plant not working. If you move around the township, the issue of bylaws, they're not being adhered to. You move to Jacob Street, then next to where I live. You find illegal foreign nationals operating business on a daily basis. The municipality knows about it. They promise to come back and deal with the matter. It does not happen. On a daily basis, they erect shacks in front of our houses. They sell, they slaughter chickens, they bring carcass of animals and they leave those carcass there. We have to deal with the smell on a daily basis. Also the issue of very dirty environment. You move around the township, the place is not being cleaned. They claim that they've got only one TLB. And maybe I also need to bring the issue of the municipality or the mayor refusing to hold the IDP. We expected them to come and tell us what happened to the issues that we raised in the past year. We've raised the same issues of the neighborhood not being clean, the issue of the gravesite, the issue of bylaws not being adhered to. They supposed to come and explain to us what happened since we spoke to them last year. Now, yeah.
When you say the mayor is refusing, my understanding is probably it was postponed. Tell us a bit about what happened, what transpired.
The traditional way of doing the IDPs is for the mayor to come to the community. With the councillors, the community must see who they are. They must connect with the people. People must ask questions. We expected the IDP to have been conducted a month or two ago. It did not happen. But what happened, the municipality decided that they would have cluster all 12 wards of Kagiso. We've got about 190 people in Kagiso. So they wanted to go into a radio station, sit there for 2 hours or even an hour to talk to 190,000 people. And we feel as if the mayor does not want to do what he's supposed to be doing, to come to the people, account, and even take the grievances from the community. So he wants to talk to us through the radio, where you would probably have 10 people raising their views, unlike when we've got a physical IDP where community would come in numbers and voice their grievances.
And I mean, obviously, this is a concern for a community. What has the community said then to the mayor to ensure that he's able to understand the importance of having to engage with him as a community?
We did try our best. We wrote to the mayor, we reached out to the speaker, we reached out to the councillor to say, we are waiting for you to come and account to the community. But what we have seen, or what we have realized, that the mayor is very arrogant. He doesn't want to come down to people. I'll tell you, on Thursday, there was supposed to have been an IDP on the radio. He did not pitch up. Nobody said anything to anybody. We waited if the IDP would happen on the radio station. It did not happen. He said nothing to anybody. Up to today, until on Friday, the 26th, we only got the letter maybe in the afternoon to say the IDP now will be moved to, it will be the physical one. The mayor will come to the people. But we will have to see about that, to see if the mayor will come down to the community. But we heard that the mayor is afraid actually to come to the community. We don't know what is his reason for being afraid to come and serve the people that he said he would want to serve.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. He is, of course, the community leader in this area. And Iman, the issues are multiple, as you can hear what he's explaining, from vegetation that is not cut to the part of he's saying at the cemetery as well, there's an issue there, and you're having an issue of waste also, the spillages all around the area. So there's quite a lot of issues. We are reaching out to the mayor. So far, he's told us he's very busy today, but we're trying to find out if he can maybe give us somebody to speak to as well, to understand what's happening.
The mayor certainly has to account, Nqobile, and we have to pursue it until, he does appear in front of the community. One of the things we're seeing in a lot of the stories where our teams are out on the field is that missing link of just talking to the community, being with them, understanding what their grievances are firsthand, and then undertaking to do something about it. Any word on the local councillors? I mean, where are they? They are the people's representative in the council.
Well, what we have seen, Iman, is that the councillor is himself very concerned. In fact, we're told by the people around the area that he's normally around and he does try to assist, but he can only do so much. And he needs at this point the municipality to be the one that's intervening. We are, of course, going to reach out to also hear his thoughts, but he seems to be the go-to person. As we were standing here, some of the people were already communicating with him on the phone just to alert him just how bad the situation is. He seems to be a willing party to assist, but not having enough to assist with, which hence why they have been saying that they require the mayor, especially with the IDPs, that they were supposed to have, where they were able to engage their problems. We understand that this happened last year. They were able to engage, and now they want feedback in terms of how far these situations or these problems have been sorted, because it seems to be one that's been lingering over time. So even though the councillor does listen to the people, they still need a mayor from the municipality to engage.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that one. Nqobile Madlala out in the field there in Kagiso in Mogale City.